Hey guys, Team Georgetown or Sangi here with the video on the recent Halo Reach PC release. We're just going to describe the excitement I have for the return to my favorite game of all time coming to my favorite gaming platform. I've been playing non-stop since its release back in December, and I've had the most fun playing this game over any game in a long time. Ever since I moved from Xbox 360 to PC, I spent most of my time playing League of Legends. For years I grinded the rank ladder trying to climb as high as I could, but lately I've been getting tired of the constant frustration that comes with the rank grind. Don't get me wrong, I did love playing League and I got a pretty high rank. I peaked at Diamond 1 and I finished Season 9 and Diamond 2, but I realized soon after this season ended, I wasn't having the same amount of fun I was when I first started playing League of Legends all those years ago. There were countless games that were decided at 10 minutes, which made the other 20 minutes of the game feel absolutely worthless. If you were in the losing team, you had to suffer through the extra 20 minutes with the hope that the enemy team would make a mistake and throw their lead, which was usually not the case. Winning didn't always feel amazing either. Now, there were definitely moments where you felt a great sense of accomplishment after defeating an equally skilled or sometimes even better opponent. Sometimes though, you get opponents that don't really try, or you get camped by the enemy jungler, which makes it impossible for you to contribute to your team, so you just get carried or even flamed in some cases. Worse than that, it feels like you're fighting your team more than your opponents. I'm not a toxic player by any means. I rarely use chat, but to make sure we didn't throw a winnable game, I felt like I had to babysit my team or raise morale, and honestly it's too much to have to deal with in a game in my opinion. I realized I wanted a game that was fun to play for the entire duration since my time has to be balanced between school and work. I spend quite a lot of time playing other games like Hollow Knight, Risk of Rain 2, Apex Legends, Astroneer. The list goes on and on. These games are great fun and all, but after I beat them or spend a decent amount of time on them, I would always end up coming back to League and enter the same cycle of grinding ranked while not having as much fun as I did in other games. I just felt like I almost had to come back to playing League because if I'm being honest, I did enjoy being good at the game. I wasn't the best, but striving to reach a higher rank like Master always kept me wanting more and more. Most of my friends also played, so if I wasn't climbing the ladder, I played normals with them since it was a game everyone had in common. I longed for a game I could enjoy all the high moments while also not feeling bad for losing. I wanted something I can come back to not because I felt like I would lose my skill if I stopped playing. I wanted something where I could simply have a good time. Enter Halo Reach on PC.
Detonating in 3, 2.
What an incredible time Halo fans live in. Once I moved to PC, I thought that was the end of my fun with Halo, but boy was I wrong. I felt a huge rush of nostalgia the moment Halo finished downloading and all my friends in the Discord lobby simultaneously logged on. It was the same feeling I had nearly a decade ago waiting in line in front of GameStop with my friends and fellow Spartans waiting for Reach's midnight release. The initial spark of excitement from the return of Reach was a top 10 gaming moment of my entire time playing video games. The weeks have gone by and some of my friends have returned to other games, but I can always guarantee they'll come back to Halo from time to time to play some customs just like the good old days on 360. Even though Forge isn't officially out at the time of making this video, you better believe I downloaded the mods for Forge the moment I found out how to. I still haven't had a chance to remake all my classic Forge maps, but I have had a blast using modded Forge with its unlimited items and new toys to create maps that high school me never dreamed possible. While there is still no community custom map browser, you can still search for gamertags and access file shares to download other people's maps. A while before Reach was released on PC, 343 uploaded the file shares of everyone that played Reach so you can access your maps and plenty of maps from the community. The creativity of some people is astounding, and if you'd like to check out some of these great maps and game modes, I'll leave a link in the description to a Google Doc with the gamer tags of people who have made some great custom maps and game modes on Reach. If playing against other people isn't your thing, the PvE on Reach is even better than I remember. I've played through the campaign plenty of times in the original game, but there is something special about coming back to it on PC. Everything was familiar, but navigating through each level of the campaign on keyboard and mouse, uncapped frame rate in 1440p, feels as good as any AAA experience that's currently out. Now that I've matured more and learned more about the Halo universe over the years, the story has more depth than I remember. I know the motivations and backstories of the characters, which makes the tragedy of Reach even more compelling. Firefight also feels amazing to play. There is something so satisfying about popping hordes of grunt heads with the DMR that you just don't get in games nowadays. Firefight hits a perfect balance between being fun and challenging, and no matter how good you are, there's always a suicide grunt waiting around the corner to cheese you. Multiplayer is great fun as well. I like the customization of game modes and lobby size, which lets you pick specifically how you want to search for your next match. Being able to choose different game modes like Team Snipers and Team Objective at the same time is really cool. I wish you could also put that you want to queue up for free-for-all game modes like Infection or free-for-all SWAT, while also queuing up for a big team battle, but I do understand how confusing that would be to matchmaking, so not having the option is not a big deal. The UI could use some improvements. I miss being able to see other Spartans in your lobby, and trying to play with people from your recent match can be frustrating since it feels like it's left up to chance whether or not matchmaking will keep people in your lobby if they don't leave. These complaints are minor because I mostly play matchmaking with friends anyway, and the gameplay works flawlessly, so I can't criticize 343 on these faults too much. I will say, if you play one game mode a lot, say Big Team Battle, the maps seem to repeat quite often. To remedy this, I would love to see 343 bring back the map voting system where you'd be presented with 3 or more maps and everyone in the lobby could vote on which one they wanted to play. Again, as far as matchmaking goes, 343 got the gameplay right, and that's 99% of what I care about. The progression is another story though. I do have a few problems with the battle pass system. It is faster than the old credit system, but for some people like myself, my favorite armors are top tiers. The Gungnir CBRN helmet is my favorite, and it's at tier 94, which I'm nowhere near getting. Battle Pass systems are popular among developers, and it keeps people playing your game. On top of that, 343 did make the generous decision of making it free, but to me, when I see a Battle Pass in a game like Reach, it shows me there's a lack of confidence in a great game that doesn't need a gimmicky progression system to keep people playing. 343 could have at least adapted a better credit system using the old Reach as a foundation, where you earn credits after each game and then you spend them on the armor that you want. They can have a leveling system where you unlock access to new armor when you level up, and then you can spend credits on the armor that you want that way. It goes without saying, the system would have absolutely no microtransactions or any way to pay money to get ahead. That way you're rewarded just for playing. I think everyone would have been more excited for something like that. Again, not a huge problem. I'm gonna still play a lot of Reach, but I can't say I'm not a little salty when it's been a month since release and I don't have all the armor that I want. Maybe I'm just a little patient, who knows. All in all, I think 343 did a fantastic job with porting Reach to PC. This past month has been a dream come true. I'm so excited for the rest of the original Halo games coming to PC leading up to the launch of Halo Infinite later on this year. I am seriously still in awe that we're this close to the next edition of Halo. I'm looking forward to see what 343 does with Halo in this new decade. I can't wait to make more Halo content and content for other games that I enjoy playing too. This is my first try with this style of opinion video, and I had a great time making it. Let me know what you guys think of the format, and thank you guys so much for watching.